Hello teachers! Do you know about the iTalki Language Learning Challenge? Well, today I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about what it is, my history with this challenge, and what it could mean for you as a teacher in being successful on iTalki. So hit that subscribe button and let's dive in. So first of all, I have to give a big thank you to all 2,000 of my subscribers. I have recently hit the 2,000 subscriber milestone, and I'm so proud of the community that we have built together. In the spirit of milestones, I thought I would talk about the iTalki Language Challenge. It is high time to look into this challenge because it just began a few days ago and it will be going on for another month and a bit. So this is a great time to be aware of the challenge and what it could mean for you. So first of all, in a nutshell, this is a quote-unquote challenge where people could compete with one another, where they could compete with themselves, set a goal of how many hours they want to learn for over the course of the language challenge. And if they hit that mark, they could redeem certain prizes, which I'll be sharing with you today. Now, what makes this different from any other cash grab that a platform could cloak as a challenge? Well, the different thing about the iTalki Language Challenge is that a lot of people are invested. In fact, if we just have a look over at the statistics, the numbers speak for themselves in terms of how many people have signed up for the Language Learning Challenge. So for example, if we head on over to the rankings right here, we could see the top three already have 74.5, 72, 69.5 hours, which is incredible. Then we could go down all the way to 14,000. So there are thousands of people who have signed up for this language challenge, which is just unbelievable. If we head on over here, we could see the language challenge. It's a 45-day challenge, and you could sign up for free. If we go on through, we could see, just some testimonies of people who have signed up for the challenge before. This explains some of the rewards that are here for students as well. So for example, 5-hour challenge. So if you learn for 5 hours during this time, you get a digital badge, language challenge certificate, and $5 off a language test. These rewards have changed over the years, but clearly enough people are invested. If we head on over to sign up for free, we could click on this one right here and confirm. And you could see how many other students have signed up for this as well. So there's just over a month remaining in this language challenge. So what does that mean for you as an iTalki teacher? Well, from my experience, I've had students actually come to me and tell me that they're trying to get more hours for the language challenge. Some of them actually have told me, I've seen you on YouTube and I just thought, hey, kill two birds with one stone. I want to get more hours for the language challenge, so I thought I'd chat to you on iTalki as well. So this does actually work. Like, it does drive students to a certain extent to some teachers. Now, how much that affects other teachers, I'm not exactly sure, but speaking from my experience, this is something that could actually affect students. I've gotten emails about this language challenge as well. So if your students are getting their notifications, then they just may be in the mindset of trying to hit their goal for the language challenge. So now, what could you do to potentially get more bookings and to ride the tide of this language challenge? Well, the first thing that you could do is to tell your students that there's a language challenge, or just to ask them if they're participating in the language challenge. And if they're not aware of it, then maybe, becoming aware of it will prompt them to actually book more classes and to make a real go at learning as much as possible in a short amount of time. Another thing that you could do is to actually advertise this in your lessons. That's what I've done. So on my profile, you could see that my lessons actually have little bits of information about the language challenge. So this may be something that kind of catches your students' eyes a little bit so that they will be more likely to book with you. So those are a couple things that you could do for the challenge. Finally, one other thing that you could do is for students who are interested in the challenge, make a sort of plan with them, right? So maybe give them a sort of goal aside from the rewards that iTalki would be giving them, to really give them motivation to learn as much as possible and improve as much as possible during that time. Also, if you head on over to this page that I'm going to post down in the box below, you could see some other things that you could do to be successful in the learning challenge. So understanding what the challenge is, you could open up your schedule, you could keep your students motivated, create a custom language challenge plan, as I explained before, and set some special language challenge packages and rates, as I explained right here. So those are just some ideas of things that you could do for the language challenge during this 45-day stretch. So on a final note, I don't know if it's a coincidence or not, but recently I've gotten a lot more trial lessons and new students. This may be the iTalki algorithm at work, or it may have something to do with the language challenge. So I suggest, if it does have something to do with the language challenge, to jump on the bandwagon, assume that your students may be very motivated by this challenge, and try to rake in as many bookings, and hopefully you will get some new loyal students who will be learning with you for a long time. Okay, teachers, and that is a wrap. I hope that this was informative and useful for you. I wish you the best in the language challenge. Let me know in the comment section below whether the language challenge has changed the amount of bookings that you have had or the experience that you have had on the platform. Let me know if you're a learner, if you're going to be competing or taking part in the language challenge, and let me know what your goal for the amount of hours for learning is. I wish you the best of luck, and until next time, keep smiling. And if you or someone you know is learning English, then come on over to my new YouTube channel, English Teacher Ryan, where I offer free virtual real-world lessons for people to learn English in an accessible and convenient way. Thank you, keep studying, and keep smiling.